Welcome back to Rudniki episode 10. On the previous episode, we got our barley harvested and this is ready to get baled. Actually, both fields are ready to get baled. We have we harvest our alfalfa one time here. We could probably actually afford to put the new shed up. It might be good to do that so we could kind of get stuff a little more organized. And then after that, we could start like looking at doing some contracts and then we can make more money before the end of the year. I did go, because I did leave a looming question of what we're going to do about the chickens because they eat so much food. It's quite crazy actually how much they go through. Right now it says we got 4 months remaining on basically all our harvests. There's still a little more in the silo, but that's ridiculous. I did find an enhanced animal system mod so we can turn reproduction off, or it appears we can. We're going to give that a shot. We're going to sell these 2 batches. Let's see, we actually have to do it from this trigger over here. And then we'll see how well this... Yeah, out. There we go. Yeah, so we have the 0 months. Let's get rid of those. We should see... I guess I ain't gonna say... I'm just really curious how much food we gain by selling those. Where's the trigger here? I guess we can just go to it from the menu. Yeah, so we gained a month just by getting rid of that batch. They were obviously small. Let's do another batch, the 2 months. Sell those. So the question is, are we going to keep the 80 and leave it there? Or should we just go with the 40? Because now we look at that, we pretty much doubled our food usage, which is fantastic. Should last for a while. We could do half. We could get rid of the half of this batch and do, so we'll have the 40 here and then the, I don't know, leave 20 on this side and then we can gain a little more ground yet. I think I might do that. Then we can see, like I said, they shouldn't reproduce. And I think we might almost need a male in the pen, I think, I guess it depends on how that mod works, I guess. I haven't studied it too much. We'll have to see what happens. Let's sell these. Yeah, so now we got basically 30, which is a step up from the 20 that most of the chicken sheds use. And now we got 9 months, which is fantastic. So we may consider... I actually sold the wrong batch. I'm sorry about that. I wasn't watching that. Should have sold the 4 months. A couple more months these will be big enough and they'll be ready to go. So they might actually use a little bit more once these guys get bigger. We'll keep an eye on that. Okay. Yeah, so we'll have to see if we're going to continue to do some barley in those 2 fields. We maybe should do 1 at least. We could do both fields in barley. Just keep stocking up our food because, like I said, we're going to have to need it anyway. And then we can do some contracts and then do some other things. Should we put up the shed? Is it time to do that? It might be kind of fun to do that because we're looking at that brick one. I've been talking about it for many episodes now. We just don't have quite the room that we should have on the farm. Yeah, this guy here, 15,000. We could put our harvester in here. My question is, are we going to do any other sheds in the future? Because depending if we do, we might want to, you know, leave some room for another shed. We could easily just go right back to the tree. Then we don't have to worry about... That tree's probably going to clip through the back, though. I think we should just put it right here. Whatever we decide to do in the future past that, so be it. We have to actually level this out, because it's not level. Which is not a problem. We'll have to decorate it with some things to make it look like everything belongs. Let's see here. What do we want to go level with? This goes up over here. That tree... I guess, do we want to go up or down is really kind of what it depends on. It's not like it would be bad to go up. I think I can terraform anywhere, so I'm trying to be careful not to wreck the other field there because we may or may not buy that in the future. We may even do a contract on it. It's nice to have those options. I've learned my lesson many times that we do need to level the ground where we're going to put a building. And then we control what it does instead of plopping it down and then having issues later. I think something like that would be alright. I suppose we could go a little bit farther here. These bushes must be like embedded. They're not disappearing like I thought they would. We'll find out, I guess. Blend it in a little bit better. Let's get our building up. Here we go, 15 grand. It's gonna take most of our money. Look at that, I still didn't go far enough. It's gonna be a nice, good shed though. Let's go a little farther. It's gonna serve us well, I believe. Go like right about there. 15 grand. How does it look? Holy moly. It's like it's a step in the right direction. And then we just gotta blend this a little bit better. So we're not going uphill so much. Okay, I think we kind of got a good start here. I wanted to put some more decorations and stuff down, but we really don't have the money. I decided to actually go with the brick. I just thought it looks a little bit better out here. 'Cause, you know, it's obviously a new building on the farm. We should probably make it a little bit better. This here, you know, I'm not totally sold on yet, but could always weed it up a little bit more. We might actually redo the weeds here on the... Get this figured out. I want to see what this does this winter. Because this grass wasn't this tall before and it kind of just grew on us. It'd be nice to go have some smaller permanent stuff. I don't want it to make it look too nice around here. We gotta have it look somewhat decent. Let's get the combine in there so now we can actually get our baler when we need it. Could probably put our baler in there as well. We got room. And now this thing can actually have a spot for a change. Instead of the elements wreaking havoc on it. Plenty of room. There we go. Excellent. Yeah, probably didn't have to go so far up like that. I'm kind of regretting having it on a hill like that. It would have probably been better to have it down a little bit, which we could have easily did here anyway, instead of being up. Yeah, I don't really like how it's on such a big hill. We could cut it back more with this, was it the slope tool? That does that a lot easier. Don't really want a perfect slope either. So if we set that, wait a minute. Oh, target set. Okay, that's the target. And then we just slope it like that. We'll have to re-put our grass in and stuff. But at least it's not such a... you know, dramatic slope up. A little bit better. I'm still not completely happy with it, but that's something we could maybe revisit at another time. Some of these, yeah, those bushes are kind of embedded in the map. Some of those. We could just bring this up a little bit and maybe make more of this. It just feels more right to do that, I think, than having all that gravel down there. And then we can, let's see here, this has to be something like that. And this should be like that. Yeah, it's very weedy around here. I guess we can easily get rid of it if we just do this, but it gives it personality, but I think there's just a little too much. Alright. That's a little bit better, I think. We could park some stuff outside too if we decide to... we could increase this then again, if we really wanted to. Park something alongside of it. But for the most part, I think we should be good for sheds on this playthrough. I mean, we got that one over there. Okay, yeah, we'll grab the Zader, so we gotta get some work going. We gotta get some work done in this episode. We're gonna do some baling. I don't know if we'll get them both done. But those bales will not sell until November. We could probably try, if we do the winter barley just for the fun of it, to try something different. When does that plant? Winter barley. It'll be next month. We get that planted, then it won't harvest again until... basically, is it June, July? The same... it's like 1 month later if we would do the... that's why I don't get that. It doesn't seem like any reason to do winter barley, but... I think I'm going to give it a go just to try out the new crop. And like I said, that can all go into our shed. Or silo, excuse me. And then we'll have more for chickens, and then we can... we will do some contracts for some other cash. Let's see, we got alfalfa there. I think it's, I might put on an alfalfa bale yet. I think it might. No, it didn't. Well, that's fine with me. Either way, we could have just stuck it into the cow pasture. Yeah, we put a little bit less out. Let's reset the bale counter. Is it Alt-X, I think? Yes. We'll reset that. We'll see what we get. I'll probably end up just doing both fields and knock them out. And it's one less thing to worry about. As things start getting a little bit more streamlined, then we could probably start like putting workers on doing the cultivating and all that good stuff. But we are pretty much broke right now, so we can't do that. We just bought that big shed. It is definitely dominating our farm. So we ended up with 31 bales, probably 32 because we didn't reset the counter right away. I'll just drop this other one. I was going to bring it back, but we can't fold unless we drop it off. We'll take this back. We'll put it in our new shed. And then I suppose we got, well, we don't hardly have much choice really. We've got to get these bales picked up. We have to plant next month if we're going to do winter barley. But I think we probably should. We'll just get stocked up on it. And like I said, then we could do some other contracts. We should take a peek at the contracts real quick and see if there's anything that's really worth doing. Let's just put it on the side here. Or way on the side. Yeah, I think this shed was a good choice for room. Let's take a quick peek at the contracts real quick. Want something... Well... It's hardly worth doing baling for 400 bucks. I mean, we could use our baler and do it. We're not going to rent any equipment. We'll just do it ourselves with our own. This is red beet. You got to be careful on what's available. There's a grass cutting one for $13.16 down by the pond down there. That one wouldn't be bad to do. Another one over there. Matter of fact, maybe we should just do both of those. 10 and 11. And then we can get some cash on this episode before we close out. Then we can just pick up the bales on the next episode. God, it would take some time to do this with a sickle though, wouldn't it? But we don't have to worry about raking or anything. It's just we cut it and be done with it. So it's really not that bad. This one looks like it was just cut though. I don't know why they want it cut right away again. Let's take a look. It's still available. Mowing. We could do 20. That's only 300 bucks though. A very small field though right here. It wouldn't take us that long at all. I think what we'll do is we'll do 10 and 20 for sure, I think. We can actually start with 20. We're just going to accept it. We're not going to borrow. And 20. We'll grab the... I can leave this right here, actually. We'll grab the farmall. Yeah, we got both contracts in the corner. This way we can make a little bit of money. I mean, like you say, do a contract here or there. We don't want to like finish our field work and then do nothing but contracts. This way we can weave them into the gameplay a little bit. Let's see, to get out by that field, I did want to make a field road here at some point too that goes back. Let's go out to the main road here. We might have to go through the back. I should have just put in a field road. There's hardly any alfalfa left if we just do that though. I suppose we could do it on the barley side. Yeah, there's a pond in the way. Let's take a look at it. Gotta check some things out. Oh, that's kind of cool though, ain't it? Is there any fish or anything in here? I hear frogs. This is a really neat map. I guess we'll go in right here. It's weird because it's like I already cut, you know? Should we put lines in or should we just hit her? I almost don't like those lines. If we do 2 headlands, it's probably better like that. Side offset. Is that the right way? Probably a little more. There we go. It's hardly worth, I don't know why it's like so small. Like why would they want it cut? We're not even really cutting anything. But it's, the contract's going. I mean, I guess if they're gonna pay us for it. Yeah, I think it's probably good we just do the one big field over there. Because I think 2 of those big fields at this small of a working width would drive us a little nuts. This one won't take very long. So I think it's good we accepted the 2. Okay, let's do this. Hopefully the whole contract completes and then we'll move on to the next field. Looks like we got away with not doing a lot of it. Which is good, because I'd rather be able to finish the contract than not be able to get it done. Alright, let's go ahead and close these out. Completed. That one is, yeah, 313 for that. Done. And then 1300 for this one. Collect. Done. Alright. Now we got some extra income. Nice. Okay. I think we're going to call it there for today's episode. On the next episode, let's just drive through our field, I guess. We're going to get these bales picked up. We'll take the truck. Well, we might not take the truck. I was thinking actually we might take the trailer. We can start on the far field first. We'll stack them nicely on the trailer, and then we can get them all in that trailer. Then we don't have to unload them and reload them, you know what I mean? Then we can just sell them in November. I don't think we'll need to use the trailer for anything until our next harvest, so we should be good with that. Do we want to leave the cutter outside, or should we put it in the shed? We could probably put it in the shed, since we have the room. But then as things change, we can shuffle things around. It might be nice to trade in both of these tractors and maybe get something new. Maybe that should be what we should shoot for next, but it'd be nice to get an auto stack for the small bales as well. Or should we just go to a round bale system? I don't know. Probably still appropriate just to keep the small round bales, or excuse me, square bales, just because of the... I don't think round bales would even fit in our area over here. I think it's made... Well, you could probably put anything over there, I guess, really, but... I don't know. We'll see what the future brings. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.